So guys, the Discord leak list has been updated. Yes, we have an update about some of the stuff that will come in the next major update coming up very soon. So this is very cool, guys. So let's take a look. So first of all, as you see here, the SC1, the Iowa scout plane will be added. Of course, obviously, if the Iowa is being added, it makes sense that the SC1 is being added, right? So that is pretty cool. I wonder if it's going to be added as a tech tree vehicle, but probably not, just a scout vehicle, I would imagine, right? But still, very interesting. Then, yeah, again, leaked again, and a little bit more, how do I say, like, a little bit more scrutinized of what are the variants of the F-18 that will come. So apparently we're going to have 2 Swiss/German tech tree, right? F-18 Hornets. Yes, guys, 2 Hornets. One that it's going to be a premium as a pack, that it's going to be a normal one. I would imagine that this is the 90s one that the Swiss bought, right? So this would probably be very similar to the F-18C early, maybe, or even later than that. Maybe they're going to add with the AIM-120, but just with the AIM-9 P5s or P4s or something. I don't know. That they never, I don't think they ever used the AIM-9 Ls or Ms, right? They just went from the AIM-9 Ps directly to the X, right, on the F-18. So correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, and then an F-18 late. Of course, this would be the more modern one, of course, with everything. So AIM-120's air-to-ground capability, everything. So very interesting. I mean, it's copy-paste, of course, but at a certain time in the time frame of updates, we wouldn't need to have the Swiss F-18s. They were already leaked a while back, so it makes sense that they are eventually added, right? Especially for an update that feels very much focused on ships. You know, having these types of a Joker card that they can just add and people will be happy, or maybe sad about it, but yeah, happy. It is a good aircraft to add, right? The Sovietsky Soyuz, of course, it wasn't leaked in this leak. It was leaked in the, if I'm not mistaken, Mike's leak in Baidu, right? So I think it's okay. They just added here. We have the Leopard 1A2, also another one that was in Mike's leak, and now it is here. The Chaffee for Denmark as well. This is Denmark, right? This is Denmark. And then the F-18C MLU2. So another confirmation that we're gonna have the MLU2 version, which is the most advanced version. I already talked about yesterday about this vehicle, okay? So yeah, just keep an eye out on that video. Explain a little bit, but basically just a very short kind of idea here is that it is an F-18C with JDAMs, laser guided bombs, something that the Finnish didn't have yet, right? The Swedish, right? And better, you know, overall missiles. It has an HMD, the helmet, right? Of course, the better missiles, AIM-9Xs and AIM-120C7s. I don't think this will be added now, but it can in the future, which is pretty good. And then 2 interesting changes down here in miscellaneous. The first one is that the Object 640 apparently is gonna be for the winter event, not the summer event, which means that it's gonna be a while for us to actually get the Black Eagle, okay? So probably later this year, probably December, okay? And then a limited lock-on after launch implementation for SAMs. This is huge, guys. This is huge because lock-on after launch is something that is needed to be added for some of the AA systems that we're gonna have. For example, the Iris-T SLM, right? So this is, yeah, lock-on after launch, guys. It is one of the greatest technologies they ever did for IR missiles, right? Because basically you can do 180 shots with an aircraft. Of course, they are saying that it's going to be implemented for SAMs, but eventually this type of thing will be added for aircraft as well, right? But the idea here is that it can lock on, get the lock, the IR lock, after you launch the missile. So it will fly with a data link, with an inertial navigation system. It doesn't matter. They improved systems well enough that it basically meant that an IR missile could actually, or even other ones, but you know, mainly this is for IR missiles, could actually get a lock while in flight and not needing to perfectly align everything to get a lock, right? So with the nose or the helmet or whatever, right? So this idea here is probably going to be added for the SLM, like I said, because the IRIS-T SLM uses kind of a radar lock before. It has basically a cap on the IR seeker to be more aerodynamic until it is close enough, and then it will lose that cap and then lock the target with IR, which means that this missile will be kind of a mixed missile, right? It will be guided by, you know, radar or some form of piloting, and then after that IR guidance. And what I mean about after that, I mean IRCCM is not gonna miss, you know, anything. So this is huge. This is going to make stuff like the IRIS-T SLM be the best you know, AA in the game, maybe. So let's wait and see. I want to wait and see because of course we have apparently the Spider IO coming with Python 5s, maybe, I don't know. But if that is not the case, if the Python 5 is not added or anything like that, I still believe that this is going to be implemented fully for the SLM, and it will be amazing on the SLM. So basically, this is it, guys. A short explanation there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. Remember, we have the goal for the new GPU. If you want to help the channel be better in quality and everything, you can always help if you want to, okay? I will leave the link in the description for the PayPal. And I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. And thank you all the donations that we had already. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. See you guys. Bye.